Hey guys, welcome to another video. We are doing cyberdark. Finally put stuff together to make it really fun. It just be a dark mode, by the way. I'm thinking about the deck profile. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notifications. So say, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, so you'll be everything every single time. Okay, so let's get straight into this. For the main, so we play 2 copies of cyberdark Chimera. So the camera is really good too. I have come down instead of 3. Do play up 2 now? Cause we already need 3 now. Basically, what he does is basically you can send 1 spell trap from your. You discard 1 spell trap from your hand to your yard. Then you can search power bomb. After that, you can now this will turn your power bomb into a basically overload piece. You can now use our graveyard as well. When the camera is sent from the field to graveyard, we can send 1 cyberdark monster from my deck to graveyard. We play 3 copies of Cannon. Cannon does pretty well. Going yet. Cannon basically your monsters. So he sees all your cyberdark machine monsters. You discard him. You discard himself to search 1 cyberdark machine monster from your deck and add to your hand. Then, during the damage step, if the monster attack with this card if this card is equipped, you can send 1 monster from your deck to your yard. So it's basically a full barrel for with legs. Only during damage step to equip. And we can play a 3 copies. And if this card if this card is destroyed, it's equipped. Equipped it. You can draw 1 card. Cool. We play 3 copies of Claw. Claw helps to search your cyberdark spells and traps. During the damage step, this card was equipped to a monster. Equipped to monster attacks. So basically, if the card equipped to a monster and attacks, you can send 1 monster from your extra deck to the graveyard, which is really cool. This is basically extra for what barrel we have having to pay. Then, if this card was destroyed by sending it to graveyard. When it was equipped, you can add 1 cyberdark monster from your graveyard to your hand, and so you can easily add himself. Add any other cyberdark monster. Cool. Play 1 copy of cyberdark Horn, Edge, and Keel. They all have the same effect where if they're normal summon, get 1 level 3 or lower dragon from your graveyard. The card that gains attack during the damage step. If this card was going to be destroyed by battle, you can detach the equip card to stop them from being destroyed by battle, but you still take battle down. And this sound it doesn't really bother us. And they have their own separate effect. Horn does piercing, so it's protected against monster. It can do piercing. Edge is your owner has monsters, you can attack directly, but attack once in half. So basically, if your opponent controls monsters, you just uses his effect to cut attack once in half to attack directly. And Keel, if he destroys a monster, he does 300 points of burn damage. You play 3 copies of Core. Core is your best normal summon. Neck. You have these search all your Cyber spells and traps, including your cyberdark spells and traps. Very cool. Play 1 copy of Noxter. Noxter is really good for this deck because our Chimera has 21. We can just 21 demons. We can special summon it. Play 1 copy of hers. Hers is just here for being able to get our Cyber Dragons from the graveyard back to our hand. Or if we happen to send it off our horizon, we can easily get for our copy of Cyber Dragon. We do play 1. Play 1 copy of Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. That was a really good one. You basically lock your opponent out of the extra deck. Really cool. We'll do a monster. Play 1 copy of Test Siren. A Test Siren is just here to help you going for OTKs because you get some monster gains 600 attack. And we can spell some 1 Cyber Machine our dragon from our graveyard if he's destroyed while equipped. And he has the same destruction proof effects of cyberdark, so he can basically detach himself to protect the monster from battle. Destruction. We play 3 copies of Bestial Megamet. Nina is really good at free because we can search all our dragons. We can search Cannon, Claw, and these 2. And we can banish 1 Light of Dark and search our in the interface. We can search at our one of our dragons to our hand, from our deck to our hand. It's really cool. We play 2 copies of Druidworm. Druidworm's really good. The funny thing is, if we have to equip Druidworm, because he is a dragon, and your opponent actually targets faster, his effect still goes off. Where if your opponent controls a special, target 1 monster, or target 1 special summon monster your opponent controls, destroy it. We can use where Biscuits also has the same effect where they can target 1 Light or Dark monster in either graveyard, special summon to your field, and that is a quick effect, so we can do a view on both turns. Very cool. We played, and that's it for the monsters. Let's get into the spells. For the spells, we play 2 copies of Cyber Mercy because we're not playing that much for Cyber Dragon. You have to get some room for more cool tech cards. Really cool. Well, actually, I forgot. We also play 1 copy of Veer. Veer is just here to help me be careful with Ash. Now that's actually it for the monsters. We thought we left Cyber and Veer out, but we did not. We're still keeping him for the Ash. Because he does well for Ash. He's pretty good at Gene Bug Ash. So why would we leave out? So yeah, Cyber Mercy has to search our monsters, including Veer. We would put this up free, but I have some cool tech cards in the deck. We play 3 copies of Cyberdark Realm. Realm is really good at 3. Basically, that searches our cyberdark monsters. Archers from our deck to our hand. We take to the searcher, and it also gives them gives the cyberdark their anime. Gives the cyberdark monsters some of them their anime effect. So basically, Hornets and Keel. And some of the fusion monsters. So if we ever normal summon or best summon cyberdark monster with cards on the field, we can actually use their graveyard instead. It's really cool. I have a cool tech card for that. Play one copy of Horizon. Horizon got cut down to 1 because we only need 1 now. Deck I have thought bumping up to 2, but 1 does pretty well. Right now, picture our Horizon does these send two dragons or 2 cyber machines. You can't send you can only send attached cyber with this card. There's this weird fish dragon. No dragon, you can't send attached cyber with this card for whatever reason. But you have 2 options that are herds or attached cyber. If you use herds, you can chain block gas again. Then with just 1 cyber machine or dragon vehicle, you're attached to cyber. Card. Then and after its card resolves, you can send 1 monster from your extra deck, a cyber machine monster from your extra deck to your, but you're locked to some machines from the extra deck. Just like just like Noxter or stuff, it's similar to Noxter where you only lock some monsters from some machine monsters. But we mainly only some machines, so it doesn't bar us for those 2. They 1 copy of Overload Fusion. Overload Fusion is really good. We have some cool ways to search it in this deck because I thought 2 ways would be fun. One of the ways to search it is Inferno, because Inferno can actually search it. It's one of those because their opponent destroys it by this card destroyed by opponent's card effect. You can add Poly or a fusion spell from your deck to your hand, and Overload Fusion just happens to be that. But sometimes that doesn't happen. The main effect we're going to be using on this card basically you protect your monsters from cyberdark monsters from targeting or just your opponent cannot target or destroy them with card effects. It's really fun. So basically we can protect our boss monsters. Pretty cool. And it also has another effect. We can target 1 cyberdark monster we control. Bounce it back to our hand, and if we want to, we can re-normal summon it. But it doesn't, and it also doesn't count as our normal summon. So it's really cool. We play 1 copy of Powerbomb. Powerbomb you cut down to 1 now because we only need 1. I think if you're going to play 2 chimeras, if you're playing free, you can bump it up to 2. Because you only need 1. Play 1 copy of Cyber Emergency, Cyber Eternal. Basically, Cyber Eternal, we're mainly just using this to bring back out Cyber Darkness Dragon, but you can use this to bring out Cyber Dark in out. It basically does you target 1 monster, 1 Cyber Machine monster, 1 Cyber Machine Fusion monster in your graveyard. Just ignoring summons, specials, ignoring summoning conditions. But here's the downside: you have to properly summon it first. So we mainly do Cyber Darkness Dragon after we summon him off Powerbomb or Overload Fusion. Pretty cool. Or we could do Cyber Dark if we had no choice. Okay, play 1 copy of Super Poly. Right now, Super Poly is at 1. We only have 1 decent Super Poly target. I don't usually send off a claw because all the other 2 good ones I send off a claw. Very for effect. So basically, Super Poly is just right there. We play 3 copies of Clockwork Knight, because we can now. And Clockwork Knight makes both all opponents, make all monsters become machine. Machine monsters are opponents close, gain 500 attack and defense. Machine monsters are opponents lose 500 attack and defense. You can bear this card to form a machine, which we're not doing because we don't play our machines in this deck. The only downside if you want to, you could play a lock in this deck. But we don't, because we don't have room for it. So I just happen to be, basically once I get rid of the card, I'll be siding it for this deck. And right now, and that's it for the spells. Let's get into traps. For traps, we play 1 copy of Invasion. Invasion got cut down at 1 because it worked pretty well at 1 now. One is going to use 1 minimum point per turn. Pretty well. And for the last, basically what it does is you can target 1 cyberdark effect monster you control. Then equip. And then you can equip one machine or dragon from either graveyard equipped to that card and you gain 1,000. You have another effect, but you can only use 1 effect per turn. You can detach 1 monster as equipped to a machine monster, and destroy one card to fill your one card in your opponent's field. And it does not target, so it's basically go past target proof. Cool. We play 3 copies of Emperor, and that helps it on the budget. Alright, this deck. So, budget. It does. We can target 1 monster our opponent. Because we got this from the hand, control drills to get your effects, and there's a bonus effect. Basically, effect there, but it also has a bonus effect. And if this card is set, it can also negate the spells and traps in the same column it was set. And pretty cool. For our last trap, we play 1 copy of Rebirth Judgment. The reason I play Rebirth Judgment is because we make our monster become dragons, and if we happen to deal with zombies, we can slow them down a little bit. And that's it for the traps. And plus we can also equip their dragons. Now we equip their monsters. Let's get into the extract. Play 1 copy of cyberdark and dragon. Cyberdark and really the other one. Basically what he does is you can target one cyberdark monster, 1 cyberdark dragon, and 1 cyber and dragon. Which you hardly ever gonna do. It's like a rare chance you do. Or 1 level 10 and lower cyberdark fusion monster equipped with cyber, and you can spell something like what we normally do. Then here's the effect. You can target once per turn. You can target 1 monster in either graveyard, equip it to this card. For every equipped card attack that many times. And it's unaffected to all activate effects, so all your opponent's activate effects. So basically any card that activates will not affect this card. They go Raigeki, can't do it. They go Zeus, can't do it. So anything that activates will not work on this card. Cool. We play 1 copy of Cyber Darkness Dragon. He's been cut down to 1 too. You only need 1 copy. Basically what he does is we basically acquire 5 cyberdark monsters, which is easy to do. Then we can target one dragon or machine in our graveyard, equip it to this card, against that attack. If your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can detach one equipped card and send it to the graveyard, negate the activation, and then you destroy it. Now, reason why I put Eternal, so we can have more negates in this deck for funny. If Eternal was not made, this card would not be able to bring back. Because it says must be Fusion Zone, and we can't do it off of Test Cyber. We have to because we can only summon the monsters. Play one copy of Cyber Dark Dragon. We hardly make this. We don't make this card. He's just here to basically is another card to send off Horizon if you want to send your Cyber Dragon off a claw by mistake. Or you can send off a claw if you want to quickly get into cyberdark Dragon. But pretty much, yeah. Play one copy of Cyber Dragon. Cyberdark is just here for Horizon. Just easy to get Sensitive to Horizon or Claw. Play one copy of Twin. Twin is really good for OTK. One copy of Rampage. Rampage is really good for OTK. Because you pop spells and traps. And you can send to it to get track 3 times. Play one copy of Fortress, because Fortress is overpowered in this deck now since the Clockwork Knight. I would bump it up to 2, but that's pretty much the final one. Play one copy of Mega Fleet. Mega Fleet does final one instead of putting up 2 like my other deck was. But it does pretty much final one. Play, well, for our monsters we send to the graveyard with the Claw mostly is Elder Anti-Miss. Elder Anti-Miss is really good to send off to the graveyard. Because when it's sent to the graveyard, or we target one card on the field, destroy it. You can use those temporary target, but that would be rare because you have to target one Synchro monster and one Exceed monster. And that's really rare to see that. But he's just here to send off a Claw. Play one copy of Abyss Dragon. Abyss Dragons are other sorcerer for Overload Fusing. So basically, if they don't pop the field spell quickly, we can just send this to get Overload Fusing. Okay, basically you will search one poly or Overload Fusing during the end phase. Cool. Play one copy of Grua. Grua, you can use him as a super play target, but we mean just use him as a sensitive graveyard, just draw one. Draw one card, and one card only. We play, and that's it for the monster we use to send to graveyard with Claw. Play one copy of Starving Venom. Starving Venom is your only super play target in the deck you really want to play. If you want to play more, there's one more we do play, but he's right now in the side deck, which I'll reveal after this. Starving is a really good one because 2 dark monsters are on the field. They can get attacked. You target 105 or higher special summon monster on the field and engage that attack. Play one copy of Cyber Dragon Seeker. Seeker's really good. Basically, and plus we can special off a Noxter. Cool. Basically, he does. We can target. If this monster has not attacked yet, clear effect, you can target one monster with 21 attack or higher. gains 121 attack and defense. And attacks involving this card become 0 for both players. This is hardly harms at all. So it's basically kind of like a dark rumor, but kind of not. So it pretty much attacks involving this card become 0. Play 1 copy of the Dark Armor Gloomy. Dark is really good in here because we play a lot of darks in this deck. And the reason why I play a lot of darks because it's literally here you have dark in the name of the deck. Cyberdark. Basically, see us, we can target one, of course, 2 monsters including dark. You can target 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard. 1 dark monster in your opponent's graveyard. Specimen to your field or where the link arrows are pointing. And it will protect your dark monster from card effects. X. Card draw, you get 1 dark monster from your deck to your hand. Start every use. Rarely the case you use it. And for the last card, play 1 copy of Protector Whelp. Protector Whelp just here to help us send Dragon Buster to help us get Dragon Buster grave. And that's it for the moment. That's it for your deck. Let's get into the side deck. For the side deck, play 1 copy of this Hero because this Hero is really good to help us get through some big monsters. And this is just a deck why some I have. Play 1 copy of Wizard Buster. Wizard Buster is just here to help us get rid of some of the we deal with tier elements because it locked pull. To help us out with some decks that use the graveyard a lot. You also play 1 copy of Masked Hero Dark Claw. Now, you're probably wondering why we still play, why we're playing Wizard Buster and it's also running Dark Claw. The reason why I still want the Wizard Buster because they can easily just go beat over him. Basically, it's kind of like a funny business where we can just easily go choosing on which one we could do, and basically this more better this also helps make Wizard Buster protects the sword, not a brick kind of. But that'll be one of the cards you can just side out if you don't have play 1 copy of Stormbound. This is our other super party target we play in deck. We see cards 1 fusion plus 1 dark. Reason why we side is because you're not. In this case, we happen to not run into a fusion deck. And basically, you target 1 monster your opponent controls. Place a predator count on it. Becomes level 2, level 1, and its effects are negated. The only downside, you have your opponent monster has to be level 2 or higher for it to become a predator counter. We play 2 copies of Mass Chains. 2 to help us make our thing. Make our play a lot of darks. 1 copy of Super Pie for when we want to go for more of a Super Pie combo. And last prize, 1 copy of Kawai. I would put this in the main deck, but I had no room for it. Maybe it helps if we have to deal with more hand traps. It does act. And that's it for the deck. Hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and by the way, that's the new deck for sale. There will be test cans coming up for the deck soon. So please hit that bell so you know when they're coming out. I still gonna have to do test times for my anime Cyber Dragons, the new one, and for another one we made, anime Cyber Dragons Super Poly. Basically, we made Super Poly Cyber Dragons for anime format. So love the show. It's basically what we had for Super Poly. The target we have for Super Poly. Because instead of the smallest changes to it is just instead of Clockwork Knight, it's Super Poly. Super Poly. And for right now until the it's I don't think instead of Abyss Dragon. Right now. And you guys have not seen the new balance yet for TCG. They have hit tier elements. It's good. And hand tests for both decks coming soon. So please hit that bell so you can see the deck test, some hand tests for the decks. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.